Hi everyone. Hi Tony. Good morning. How you doing today? I gotta watch some of your videos. My internet has been going in and out, so I've been a little bit, not so happy. But um, oh, today we're gonna do a few things. I think we're gonna start off with this because it's semi the messiest, and then we'll get into the card making. So what you see before you is a mess. Yes, I know. We have some glasses. Well, we have water. We got some alcohol. We got these little clear glasses, and that's what I was doing, messing with the glasses. And then we have our normal obligatory cutting things. Good morning, Heather. How are you? I was just thinking, I was like, did Heather say September or August that she's coming back? I don't freaking remember, but how you doing? Because I was sitting here thinking when I was washing, I don't know, when I was washing the dishes, I was like, ooh, not the dishes, these things. I was like, oh, so we're gonna use some parchment paper that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I have, I'm still not in love with the Dollar Tree. I know it's only a quarter, but those quarters add up. Used to get five things for $5 and some change. Now you get four things for $5 and some change. But anyway, I was thinking about you. I was just like, I can't remember what you had said if it was going to be this month, next month, or not. Hi Bex, how you doing today? Welcome in. I hope you're doing great. So first thing is, y'all, today is Prime Day. What are y'all getting? I thought it was the 13th, the 12th and the 13th. No. Yeah, the 12th and the 13th, not the 11th and the 12th. So yeah. So first of all, these were gifted to me from Chris. I don't know if she'll pop in today. I need to send her a message actually just to make sure she's okay. Um, you're awesome. That is good to hear. That is so good to hear. Let's see. Anybody have anything on their prime list that they want? So listen, full disclosure, you know, I I used to celebrate my birthday with my community by saying, "Hey, I'm doing a birthday giveaway. You send me stuff and I'll send you stuff, right?" Well, the last couple of years, to be truthful, probably 2019 was the beginning of the end for me with my aunt. She was very sick in 19, and then it just got worse in 20. And then, 2020 just turned about a whole different lifestyle for all of us. So I don't do many send me things, send you stuff. And plus, I've been taking inventory of my life, and I'm pretty blessed to already have amazing people and things like that. So, nonetheless, my birthday is in April. Not saying that I want you to put it in your calendar because that's not why I'm telling you. But my birthday was in April. People sent me money, and people bought me a few things. But mostly people sent money because you know what? Sending money is kind of the smart thing to do. It's cheaper. But I was thinking this year, if I can get my sugar honey iced tea together, I'm going to remember and mail out some daggone cards, even if they're late. My heart is in the right place, right? So I'm just taking some alcohol and just scrubbing off those little last little spots. If you can see that, I use some Goo Gone to where I peel the label, put it in the water, peel the label off, and now I'm just taking off any spots. And does it really matter for what we're doing? Not really. But does it matter for my mental uh stability? Absolutely. It matters. It matters. It matters. So nonetheless, I got money. I got an Amazon gift card, right? And today is Prime Day. And I was like, oh, I've been one of these stamps that they have. I don't know if they're knockoff stamps or not, but they're a bunch of girls on one sheet of paper. They're not Julie Nutting girls, but they're lots of ladies. And I was like, ooh, I can get the whole entire collection. It's like 5 or 6 pages, right? 5 or 6 different stamp sheets. And I was like, oh, I could get those for Prime. And I think I get them tomorrow or what's today, Tuesday, Thursday. So that would be really fun. And I was thinking this would go good for I have a lot of projects that I have in my head. I just haven't fully pressed the go live button, if that makes sense on them. So just cleaning this out. Even though I already did this, I wanted to make sure it was spotless, darling. We have an inspector coming about. And anyway, so yeah, I have that on my list. I think I told y'all I have another YouTube channel. It's a gaming channel. I would never harass my crafting channel people to go there, the community. But yeah, so I want a new microphone stand. I have a microphone that I don't use because it's weird. It's like a big y'all remember those big bullets, the popsicles, the red, white, and blue ones if you're in America. So good. The flavor was flavoring all the good things. Now, I got one and it was a skinny pencil. It was like they went from this big, not this big, maybe this big to this size. So yeah. Anyway, hey Mac, how you doing? Good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. So yeah, I'm just cleaning these glasses and I'm using rubbing alcohol. It's 91% alcohol if that matters to anyone. And I'm just cleaning off just to make sure all the goo is actually gone. They have a spray bottle of goo gone. I'm okay. Pretty good actually. I have a lot of stuff I need to get done today, like adulting, unfortunately. I need to go to Sam's Club, get some water. I don't need to go to Sam's Club. It's only a few dollars cheaper, but a few dollars can go to something else. The big roommate is supposed to be putting something up, two things up for me today. He's gonna hang a picture that I have been asking him to hang for a while. I had asked him to put it in one spot and then I changed my mind to go in another spot. So we got these clean. This is some water, just some plain water. We got our little sponge. Now I can't find my ironing mat, my cricket mat for the life of me. I don't know what I did with it the last time we hung out and did this. So we won't be doing that decoupaging, but we're gonna do this decoupaging. And I got some apple barrel white. I like the other one that says Snow White, the Snow White paint. It's pretty good. Now, what I don't have, y'all, is my good sponge. My good sponge. Let's see. Road trip this weekend with four of my amazing friends, saving pennies for that girl. Where you going? Not much Prime Day spending for me. Oh, where you going? Oh, you going on a road trip with Bex? Let me find out. We gonna use this. Now I was that sounds great. Just lovely. I words, what are they? Hmm. I had got a lot of paint from the thrift store, a lot of paint. And so I wanted to try. I have paint that I purchased too. But after a while this stuff will stick. It will get sticky. So what we're doing, we're not going to make a good nice pretty coat. We're going to do this around here. Cuz if I go and try to make it straight like this, we're going to get streaks. So we could do this first and then we'll go back around it because our goal is really to make sure that this crap sticks on here. And that's why you want your glass to be like words all free as best as possible. And then we're going to come back over here. I don't have the proper sponge, just so y'all know. I do have a sponge that I had purchased from the Dollar Tree back in the day because of Don H Create. She had showed a product that she was using. She was like, "Yeah, I just got this from the Dollar Tree and cut it up." And I was like, "Ooh!" And I recently threw mine in the trash because it got on the floor and it got cat crap all over it. Not actual crap, but fur and crap. Because my cat is supposed to be a domestic short hair, which he is, but he's still like, if you scare him, if he's freaking out, he'll drop 1,000. He'll just start to shed, not shred, shed real quick. So yeah, so we're gonna do this one coat. We're gonna let this dry, and then we'll come back over. You see how it's all streaky? We don't want it to be streaky. So what magic are we creating today, ma'am? We're making flowers. Right now would hmm, I'm gonna try to get two birds with one stone, darling. So this is be our first project, actually the second project, but we need this to dry some. So we're gonna take these hopefully two or three glasses. I don't know if we'll be able to get all of them done. And y'all know I don't really care to get my fingers messed up like that. I want to take and look. I got this. This was a from the Dollar Tree, but I got it for a quarter from somewhere. And I think what we're gonna try to do, if not this one, we're gonna try and put. Oh no, never mind. Let's see. Now I don't know what this looks like. It came from Tuesday morning, but I think we're gonna just take a few of these pieces, like this little rose right here, and put it on here. I was going to decoupage this into a card, not a real card or tag, but I can't find my mat, like I said earlier, so we won't be doing that. And if you got your stamp sets, we're gonna be taking some Hero Art stamps. I like this so much. If you don't know, y'all probably don't because I don't do a lot of it. I love button art. Buttons are really cool. But we're gonna take this and make a few backgrounds. And the bad part is I do not want to die cut these out. And I don't want to fuss cut them. So I have a real life story to tell y'all. And no, I'm not about to bash the company, but I am gonna say that I'm very disappointed in customer service from Crafters Companion recently. Now, last year I was doing a live stream and it broke. Oh yeah, I love the napkins. I'm actually not anytime soon. I don't even want to put that in the atmosphere, but I'm gonna be doing a napkin swap thing. And if you don't have napkins, can swap, no problem. The problem right now for me is shipping, and it's going up. Right? Is it going up next month or this month? So shipping is going up, and I feel like that's just too much for us. Like at some point the government needs to say, okay, post office, we've messed you over long enough. We're going to give it back to you how you used to have it, and you can get back to running good business. I have flies in the house for some weird reason. I don't know why. I had this, it's so crazy. I was yesterday years old when I found out. I've been to places when they had those little tape strips hanging from the ceiling, and I never knew what they were. Now I know. I should just get a Venus flytrap, right? And put that sucker up because these little bugs are getting on my nerves. Anyway, so we're gonna do probably 2 to 3 coats because I want to coat the bottom even though it's not needed. Um, yeah, so got that. Let's do this one. So yeah, I want to do a napkin swap or a napkin giveaway. Because I know people probably have tons of napkins. I'm like, what am I gonna do with all these bunnies? I don't know. Um, and when before Tuesday morning closed down, before COVID happened, I used to always go to Tuesday morning and try to find the cheap, pretty napkins, the ones that were $1.99. Because you know what? This is how I think about purchasing craft supplies. That is not a craft supply. I'm like, this napkin set is 24 napkins for $5. I'm not having a fancy dinner party. I'm not having some type of birthday party. I'm not doing these things. So why should I, the cheapskate that I am, one, two, yeah. Why should I spend $5 on some napkins? So I used to always wait till they would go on clearance or sale 50% off or whatever. When they would have had a like household decor or napkins sale, I would always try to get it in because look, what do I look like? What do I look like spending that kind of money on some napkins? I just felt like that. I mean, I could. It's not a good thought, right? It's not good to be that cheap, but that's what I am. That's who I am. Um, and I don't even want to say cheap. That frugal, that spendthrifty. I just want to be a good steward of my dollars, so I can buy video games. Listen, I don't know. I don't smoke and I don't drink. So I don't know. Can you guys see my comments? Yes. Did I miss something, Tony? Let's see. No, I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I can see your comments. No, well, all I see is you saying me too. And then the next thing I saw was hearts. And then you said, can you guys see my comments? Is it something else? All right, so we're going to go back over this one more time. And you see how it's thickening up, which is great. So I went to last month, June. Listen, y'all, I'm all over the place. I had a Coca-Cola before. I shouldn't have drank that Coca-Cola, but I had a Coca-Cola before stream. Uh, So yesterday, I'm going to where did I go? Where did I go? Where we go yesterday? Oh, I went to the booth where I sell stuff, right? So I could put something in there because I want to be a, quote unquote good steward of my money. And I haven't been lately. I haven't had enough strength to go. Like I haven't been wanting to go. So anyway, I said good morning first, and then second I asked what was your favorite ping speed? I don't even know what that is. Do you mean like frame rates? I don't know what a ping speed is. I didn't see that one. Let's see. Also, nope, still on spend and freeze. Favorite paints. Oh, the cheap ones. No, my favorite paints is probably plaid paints. Um, plaid, and I usually get these. This is the Walmart brand. I usually get the Walmart brand, but I also like the ones from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, my bad. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. So, but now I have so many. I I'm really not a painter. Can you tell? I'm not into painting that much. I like decoupage and I like this kind of painting, but I'm not really a painter. Uh Now if you ask me my favorite colors or something like that, I'd still be the cheap one. No. Um I'm not faithful. Good morning, Samara. How you doing today? I'm not really faithful to any craft, one brand over another one. I just like the ones that do me right, right? That makes sense to you. All right. How you doing today, Samara? I like the Walmart friend too. Yeah, the Walmart brand is really good. Well, I can't say it's really good, but it's also Joanne Fabric has a one that's comparable to the Walmart brand. I don't know the name of it. Um, but I like them too. Okay, so my favorite craft store though is Joanne Fabric, not the one where I live. I like Joanne Fabric. The customer service at the one I live is crap, crapola. I do think they have a bit of I don't like your kind of people there. Not all of them, just a few. And I say that because I have a friend who had the same experience. And I was like, maybe this lady's just a witch, and not a good witch. She's just an evil entity and she's miserable, a miserable lady, right? My son, who most of the time, when little kids speak to you, you speak. And he was like, Mommy, and this one he was like 5. He was like, Mommy, why did she speak to me? And we're gonna pretend that her name is Miss Barrel, right? Because we're using this. I was like, Miss Barrel must be having a bad day, honey, because that she looked at me and she didn't continue. She didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was talking to you." That's the lie I usually get when people say that. Like, why would my son be telling me hello? Anyway, right. So I was like, and I chalked it off because I have a friend that's local, and she always says that I accuse people of being, not liking me. We should let this dry a little bit longer. Look, you see that? One side is dry. We're gonna chill out with the paint. Um, and I was like, okay. So she told me about her experience. I was like, is it this little thin lady with the glasses? Blah blah blah. And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, she might be, she might be that person then that you don't like. But Joann Fabric is my favorite because I like that they still have good deals and they still have good coupons. And for the most part, they have the products that I like to use available. Now, the one thing that I don't like about Joann is their online ordering. Sometimes it could be horrible, to say the least. It could be horrible, and I don't like horrible delivery stuff. And then probably Hobby Lobby and then Michaels. Even though Michaels is right down the street from me, uh, I don't know what's going on with Michaels. They don't even have, in my opinion, they don't even have like really good stuff anymore. Unless I'm crafting the wrong craft. I haven't seen. I'm cutting this bag open so y'all can see this napkin up close and it's so pretty. It's so vivid and colorful. It's vibrant. And look, it's on all of the panels, which is great for me because I'd be messing up sometime. Look at that. Nice. So we're gonna try our best and just get this little flower pattern right here off. Now, if the glass was larger, we could have did some, but we're gonna say we're not gonna waste these at all. I had water in this little thing, but I don't anymore. Samara, you buying something? Never mind. I'm asking Samara. No, Samara, you buying something from Prime? You got any Prime Day uh things you thought about getting? I do. A place catering to cricket users. Yeah, lots of places. Because I think people think that cricket users are the only people that make money. But no. Hey Deb, how you doing? I don't really use my cricket that much. Hardly ever. Um but yeah. So I'm gonna take this little water brush and I'm just going to, y'all can see, yeah, trace out this little outline. Ooh, too much water, Brandy. Trace out that outline. Now we're gonna pull the napkin apart like that. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get the rest of this, like right here. You doing okay, you guess? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Deb. I hope that whatever's going on gets better for you. And if it's time, I hope that, in time you're better. Let me tell you a funny story, Deb. So yesterday I left the house to go to the booth where I sell stuff, right? And I talked to the big roommate. I'm like, hey, I want to go get some Chinese food because I had fried rice on the brain for the last couple of days, right? I love, I used to love a good shrimp fried rice, but where I live, they don't have good Chinese food at all. Kind that I like, I should say. So I'm just pulling this apart as best as possible. It's okay if the ends aren't super duper neatly done, but these are supposed to help with tearing of your napkins if you choose to tear them a certain kind of way. That's what these are for. So it's been a rough couple of weeks. It's getting better, knock on wood. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you something that's funny, Deb, and hopefully that'll help you get have a chuckle, right? It's not funny, it's just ridiculous. Well, I'm not gonna tell y'all a few things. My y'all know my air conditioner went out. Mm, I was hot for a while, a week. It was horrible. Horrible. All right, so we're gonna get rid of this stamp, unfortunately, because we're gonna put it like this around, right? Like that. And I think we could get this piece on the other side. So yesterday we go, right? Um, Deb, one day at a time, especially when it's for people that we mourn and miss, right? Uh, but I always say a good scream in the car works. Get in the car and drive. So, when you're screaming, people think you're singing a song versus screaming out because you're sad. So I'm in the car and I'm looking at my sticker. The state I live in requires inspection stickers, right? Why does the inspection sticker say 620? It says 0623. So of course, the person that I used to be peeks out. The person that I used to be is not the person that y'all see or no. The person I used to be was on Johnny on the spot, get everything done. The person you see now is much more laid back and carefree, kind of. I think I'm going to separate this part right here as well. Um, I don't want to be Johnny on the spot. I like being carefree, getting things done and not stressing about them because the minute you start to stress about life, the minute life says, "Oh, you're stressed. Okay, I'm going to put a whole bunch on you. Let's see how you can handle it." Right? I don't want that in my state. That would mean you are now one plus year past due. Girl, exactly. Deb, ma'am, you're right. So I'm freaking out. So luckily it's an inspections place right by where I saw it. I was like, oh, I can turn and go in there and get inspected and then blah blah blah. Now normally I get like a month or two ahead of time saying, hey, don't we're gonna this are gonna be our last coat. So this time we're gonna do this, y'all. See? Look. There we go. I should have used a brown color so we could give it like not a brown, a yellow. But I was thinking also, I had got this from the Dollar Tree. Have y'all used this? I was thinking I could put a little bit in the paint and mix it up and try it out. So I'm freaking out. I go there and the guy goes up to the person in front of me and they're like, he comes to the window and he's like, you need to go. He said, just follow this card because he passed the line, the line of inspection, not blow the horn, turn your lights on and stuff like that. He passed. I was like, okay, no problem. So as I make the U-turn and go back over there, guess what I see? Cash only. And I'm thinking the last time I brought my car here, y'all let me swipe a card or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, cash only. So I wait in line because God is good, right? God is so good if you're a believer. And if you don't believe in God, then whoever you believe in, I'm sure they're just as good, right? But God is good. The person I believe in is amazing. So I go up to the thing and I tell him, I said, I don't have any cash. I said, I didn't know that it was cash only. I just saw the sign. He said, well, I'll go ahead and do the inspection. You can go right around the corner to the ATM and get the money. What I'll do is I'll just keep the inspection and you give me the money. You get your inspection paperwork. I was like, okay, no problem. So I go do that. And I was like, I didn't get the thing in the mail for renewal. He said, that's okay. The tax off, he said, if you're trying to take it to HEB, which is our local grocery store, if you're trying to take it to HEB, you won't be able to, you need that form. He said, but the tax office, which is about a 10-minute drive from where I'm at, mind you, it's 427 at this point, at 427 at this point, right? And I said, okay. Because now I'm freaking out because I'm out of date. I'm out of date. And you could get a ticket, right? I think you get a ticket 1 month, like once it hits like a full month of expiration, right? So anyway, y'all see the difference? Streaky, not streaky. Streaky, not streaky. We just need to get up in this little nook and cranny right here. I was thinking that I could just take some twine or something and wrap it around there because we don't have to be that, precise, right? Anyway, so I go to the ATM machine. I'm like, well, let me get some bread, right? Some money. Uh, so I can have, I usually like to keep $20. You like HEB? You live in Texas? I'm sorry, that's inappropriate. You live where I think Texas is the only place they have HEB. Anyway, I live in Texas. Let me find out you live where I live and we can go and craft together. Let me find out. Anyway, I know a lot of people that like HEB, but they was like, "Oh no, I live in Oklahoma or I live here." My friend tells me about HEB. So I'm attempting not to hightail it, right? But I'm hightailing it because I put the address in the GPS on my phone and it's 436. 436 is the amount of time from the time it's 427, 436. Every light on that street to where I'm going stops me. I'm like, God. So we get there at 4:38, 4:38, I believe. And I was like, yes. Because once you're in the building, they got to see you, right? They can't turn you away because the place not closed yet. I don't recommend it going almost to closing time because they could put your behind out and say, no, we close. But I mean, I waited 20 minutes. We left at 5 o'clock, if anything 5'10". So yeah, I was freaking out because that's in my nature to freak out about that. I was like, "Yeah, I didn't even get a notification." And the lady was like, "Yeah, they haven't been sending them out as frequently." I'm just trying to adjust this on my hand. You know what? I may have to buy. Dollar Tree has this spinner thing for tumblers because everyone's making tumblers now, right? Tumblers and t-shirts and wood planks, right? That's why Michael sells all those daggone uh cricket things. Cricket didn't corner the market. And some of us still don't cricket, right? I love my scan and cut. I haven't used it in a couple of months. Not because I'm like, oh, I don't like it. It's because I haven't had a. Actually, I used it in April for my son's shirt. Now, listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all have little people in your life. You probably had a little person in your life, a little human being that thinks they know everything. My son likes his favorite color is red, so all his things he wants to do must be red, right? So I have a T-shirt thing, not the enamel, the plastic that I use to melt on T-shirts is for clear, like gray and white shirts. And I tell him, I said, it's not gonna look good. It's gonna look poor. Now this is my work that we're doing. He's like, no, mommy, I really want a red shirt. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be ugly. He gets the shirt. He's like, I like it. You can see the outline of the daggone llama. The next time we're doing it the way I want to do it. It stressed me out the whole day that he was at school because I was like, that shirt is ugly. You know, and I had bragged, oh, I'm gonna make him a shirt. I'm gonna make him a shirt for Fiesta. It was hideous. I think we may go over it one more time. One more time, darlings. And I'm just lightly tapping on here. I'm not uh doing any type of extra anything because we don't need that. I'm gonna put a little bit more paint. Now we're gonna go into our second one. And we're just gonna dabba 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 do. I was on Pinterest looking at some projects that I would like to. I was looking on Pinterest to see if I had any projects that I wanted to try to pin and save for projects that I want to do later, right? You know how Pinterest always has advertisements. When I use DuckDuckGo exclusively, I didn't get as many advertisements as I'm getting now. I even got an inappropriate advertisement, and I was trying to figure out how they gave it to me. And they said, well, you're a female, you're over this age, and you like this. And I was like, that could be anybody. Oh, Lordy. So, um, I was like, okay, couldn't figure out how to ban or report them because it wasn't a bad thing. It's just not something that's I want to see. I'm not trying to buy the product. Is all I'm saying. So, I was on Pinterest. I forgot. Yeah, I was on Pinterest looking at a. Oh yeah yeah. I was looking at a thing and it says you might be this percent of something if you can name these. And the two pictures that they have on there was the Flintstones and Bewitch or Samantha cousin Serena, right? And I was like, oh, they must be calling us old because not a lot of little kids watch the Flintstones. Probably because of the coloring. You know, back in the day, it wasn't as smooth as it is now. I don't even want to watch. I didn't like the Flintstones or the Jetsons because George and freaking Fred got in trouble the same way. Like at least now with Peter Griffin and Stan from American Dad and even Homer, they get in trouble. They still do stupid stuff, but they don't get in trouble the same way. I just felt like, um, especially George Jetson. I didn't really like the Jetsons that much. He was always doing stupid stuff. Him and Mr. Spacely, right? Like, who hasn't ran across someone like Spacely though? And plus, I don't believe in like fantasy. I'm not a big fantasy person. Y'all like fantasy stuff? Deb, are you participating in Prime Day? Last year I bought some was it last year or earlier this year that they had Prime? I can't remember. I think it was earlier this year. No, it may have been last year. I bought some bead stuff. Was not a fan of George just yeah, like George Jetson, I just didn't like him. I didn't like his boy Elroy, daughter Judy. I didn't like Rosie the Robot. I didn't like none of them. I watched them because we didn't have 1,000 choices like kids do now. But I was not a big fan of the Jetsons. And I didn't like the Flintstones. I like Wilma. Wilma was like, you if I doubt it. Prime Day, I ordered some furnace filters the other day, and then you remember that was Prime. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, y'all remember Mel's Diner? Is it Alice? Kiss My Grits? I think it's her. She reminds me of Wilma, and Alice remind me of each other. Excuse that sound. This paint might be a little bit on the old side. All right. Now let me see. I have some ink blue. It's all blue. Of course, it's all blue. What are we talking about? You can try red. We'll try a spot of red, darling. I watched both those cartoons and Alice too. Yeah, I like Mel's Diner. I really like Mel's Diner. I think they had a spinoff, right? Because Mel died and Alice took over the diner, something like that. Spoiler for those people that didn't know. I think that's what happened. And that didn't do as well as, or maybe it did, and I just don't remember because I was still a little kid. I'm just rubbing this on because I put too much on the brush. This brush again is not the kind of brush that would prefer. I would prefer the spongier brush, but here we are. Alas, alas, Ratio, I knew you will. Pay me no mind. Nothing to see here, but some paint. Yeah, my cartoon is Looney Tunes. I love Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, Porky Pig. I think Porky is the kind of person that would go postal on us, y'all. Right? Porky kind of like, listen, I'm a nice guy. Porky was that passive aggressive friend, right? I'm a nice guy. I'll do what you need me to do. Daffy, get back, Daffy. Daffy is the disgruntled employee that him and Donald are like cousins some kind of way because Donald has that same mindset. And Bugs is the little conniving person. He's nice, but don't give him too much. He'll take advantage of it. Like one of my favorite Bugs Bunny things is with the witch. And he's like abracadabra, and he's singing the songs, and then he turns his ears into bat wings. Cause the witch is she trying to marry him? I think she's trying to marry him or cook him, one of the two. Bugs was always trying to get cooked, right? Yeah, that Looney Tunes is that. But my all-time favorite cartoon from that era is Scooby. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? I don't even want to talk about the new Scooby Doo. Not because I don't um support anyone in the community, but I just feel like some things you need to leave alone. Like they changed the race of one of the characters. I haven't watched but a few minutes of it, so I don't know if it's good quality, but I haven't. I just like the old Scoobies, like the older Scoobies as well. Our annual July Girls Road Trip is to Texas for Halloween, spooky stuff, shopping. I'm in Oklahoma for now. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Mine was Tom and Jerry. You know what? Safe travels, Bex. I A lot of people that live in Oklahoma say they like HEB. So I'm not sure if it's like a store right across the street from Oklahoma. That's the HEB that they can get to, but a lot of people like it. So you're going spooky shopping in October here. Are you going to a craft store? I'm nosy now for real. Um, I Before COVID, I wanted to go to Arizona, right? Because that's where the big bead and paper, I'm gonna call them conventions, are usually, right? Excuse that fly, y'all. We got some unwelcome guests that don't want to pay the toll, so they're gonna have to pay another kind of way. Um, if you know what I mean. Um, but now I don't know so much about going to those places. Not because I still don't want to see all the cool things, but I've been cleaning my craft space, my house, my everything, and I have gotten rid of like 6 boxes recently of craft stuff, junk, toys, all this stuff, right? And I still got more to get rid of. And I was just like, when do you say when to having enough stuff? And it can't be, oh, when I run out of space. It needs to be, you need to have a conversation with yourself before that, right? Like to say, okay, this is enough. I don't need this. And then, I've been telling y'all that I've been considering not doing all the crafts anymore and just doing like one particular craft. I love stamping and coloring, but paper crafting, you need a lot for paper crafting. Like if you do just jewelry, you don't need as much stuff for jewelry making. You need some containers, you need some beads, you need some findings, and you're good to go. Not with paper crafting. Paper crafting is like, listen, we need you to have all this junk. All right, so we're going to use pink rose. I think pink rose probably will look good with this napkin. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. It probably says do not shake. And I'm going to only drop like two. Let's do one, two. I don't know how it's going to look. I've never done this before. So it's the first time for everything, darling. And we're going to shake some more. Yeah, so my favorite cartoon from that era is definitely Scooby-Doo. My I also like not this era because they took it off the air. I'm going to say this is going to sound crazy. I think I told y'all this before. Oh, Adventure Time is also a favorite of mine. When I first saw it, when I was working, I had came home from work one day and I had put on Cartoon Network, and I was like, "What drug has this person done to produce this? We need another drop or two. What drug has this person done to produce this? Because it's one of those you got to be high to watch. You cannot to make. I can't say watch because I've never uh, gotten high watching cartoons. But anyway, um, I was like, what is this mess? Because they used to say like weird stuff like mathematical. Now, mind you, Cartoon Network is not for uh, 30 plus people. It really isn't. It's for little kids, right? Kinda. All right, y'all. So we're gonna put our final coat. Final coat. It looks like this. If you can see, it's kind of pinky, kinda. Not really. Yeah. I'm trying to remember why I got into paper crafting in the first place, and I developed an addiction to all the things. I'll be dashing lots of stuff in July and August. Listen, I want to destash stuff. This is the problem with destashing, in my opinion, right? Because I don't like to say destash because I don't want to destash it. I want to sell it. In my opinion, a destash is, for example, I bought this. This normally costs $20, right? I would never spend $20 on it. I would have got it at $10, but I got it for $5. If this is a decent in my head, I want to get rid of this. I'm going to sell it for 250 because that's what a D stash is in my head is getting rid of to make room. Now selling this would be I'm going to sell it for 5 or even $10. And I think some people know that the craft community may have missed out on certain things and they sell stuff up, they upsell it. So like for example, if you look at the Stampin' Up! Things, the things that are retired from 10 years ago and they're hard to find, you may be able to get away with, tacking on an extra holder's fee, if that makes any sense. But generally, a D stash, in my opinion, should be cheaper than selling it. And that's why, like, whenever I do sales or D-stashes. I want to make money from the D-stat from getting rid of the crap out my craft space. Um, but I think more people like the word D-stash. I've seen ladies on here D-stash stuff and they sell at regular price. Yeah, you just want to get rid of stuff. Yeah. So it's a local place here called the Spare Parts, and I have an appointment with them on the 28th. I'm just going to take them boxes, a few boxes, and I'm going to when I finish, I'm going to see if I need more so I can make another appointment for next month in August. Because I also want to just get rid of stuff, and I feel like people they could benefit from it. Yeah. My problem is I tend to buy people's D stashes because I don't have certain things, and I'm like, oh, I really want that. Oh, I really need this. I need that in my life. And you really don't, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to let this one dry. We're going to do this one and then we'll move on. Because I bought some stamp sets and dies from people. And I'm like, this is so cool. I haven't used it yet, but I have it. And I think that's where I'm at now because I haven't really went out and purchased any new stuff. I have my subscription, but as I was telling you, I'm considering not keeping them because yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I told my friend Chris this about our kindergarten class. Hey Chris, just speaking about you. I don't know anywhere near me that has that. I think Lancaster has a reuse it store, but that's well, don't go. No D stashes so I can buy it. So I had told Chris this, and this is how I feel like Unity has done to the people that fell in love with Unity. Our kids went for our kids, they went to pre-K virtually. My son stayed the whole time, but her child did not. She sent her child the rest of the year. Right. And the pre-K teachers was so amazing. Communication was outstanding, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's like they eased us into liking the school. And then you get to the school, and in my example, you get to the daggone Unity, and they're like, oh, by the way, we're not going to be selling any more of these types of things. They haven't said this, but I feel like they're like, if you notice, they don't sell them that often anymore, and it kind of I'm sure it bums more than just me out. Is this number 2 or 3? Because I feel like 2 is still damp right there. I have been through I've been going through and getting rid of crafty things. Lord have mercy. Well, I have like 3 boxes to send you. So uh when I get my act together, you'll have more crap to get rid of, I guess, if you don't want it. Oh, I know I've been selling a million stuff off. I just have I want to get it all out at the same time, and I've hit a rope, a bumpy bump because I don't think I'll be able to mail everybody's out at the same time right now. So I'm just gonna get the people that I can out. Like I have, I had bought. This is like 3 years ago. I had bought Wonder and Dream of 555 some B stuff, B and T stuff, right? Because that's what she was doing for a while. Then she started doing a bunch of D stashes. And I was like, does she not like the B stuff? But thankfully, I was watching a video the other day and she was like, I have a B drawer and I need to get all the stuff out. Going to all the place, New Braunfels, at home, Home Goods. Is it Bed Bath and Beyond at any of the stores? Oh, you know what? Bed Bath and Beyond closed if that's BB&B. But um at home is a good spot. Oh, Garden Ridge furniture, right? Garden Ridge. I like that store. Too bad Tuesday morning is gone because you guys would have liked that. Also, don't I'm not sure if you're a thrift store person, but the thrift stores tend to have a lot of cool spooky things. So how long are y'all gonna be there here? New Braunfels is an hour away from me. Hour, roughly an hour. It used to be a craft store there, but A scrapbooking store, like a legit one, not a craft store, legit for real person own it, but they closed down in 2019, I believe. They shut down before COVID. And then, well, you said Christmas. That sounds like loads of fun, Bix. I'm jealous. Ooh, Spot Bath and Body Works. Oh, okay. Ooh, look at you. I want to do this one like this. Chris, how you feeling? I sent you a message. I meant to write you back earlier about being hungry. I'm assuming you can't suck through a straw, yeah? You can sip on some soup. Also, like when you're getting rid of stuff, I know some people have no connection to their craft supplies. I am not that some person. I love it all. I like it. I remember the day I purchased it. No, I don't remember the day I purchased it, but um I'm always like, why would I throw this in the trash? Like I have this container full of containers, right? Storage stuff that I've been going back and forth on. Do I get rid of this? Do I donate it? Do I do this with it? Do I need it? Like, why did you buy it in the first? Like, I'm like talking to myself, why did I buy it in the first place? What is it for? Why do you have so many? And I think I was going to work on some storage Dollar Tree item things. And I was like, dude, are you really going to ever do that? For real? Because if you are, where you gonna put it? Like my thing is always storage after the fact. All right, so we're gonna put these to the side, let them dry properly. We got our napkin. We have one napkin and we have three containers. Don't judge me, okay? Because I obviously can't count. I feel like I have been punched in the face. Last night was pretty rough. Yeah. Just keep taking your medicine. Don't let up on the medication. If you can, take some alcohol and rub the outside of your face, and hopefully that'll help with the swelling or pain. Hopefully. I have a computer next to me and I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this thing so we don't spill it. I don't want to spill water on my computer. I would be so sad. So sad. So I'm gonna put all this to the side and let's talk paper real quick, y'all. I have a my name is Brandy and I have a paper hoarding problem. I liked so 3 years ago, I was into printing off a bunch of crap off the printer. A bunch of crap. Random stuff that didn't make any sense, stuff that made sense, stuff that was important. Anyway, uh I couldn't find the paper. So I bought more paper and then I couldn't find that paper and I bought more paper. So I found the papers that I couldn't find, y'all. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, yeah. Well, one of our jars is ruined. Let's see if we can't salvage it. Let's try and salvage it. We're just gonna take this paper towel, scoop all the scoopity scoop out. There we go. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but it needs to be. Look, it's like, listen, you did not let me dry like I was supposed to. So I'm gonna act a fool on you. That's all right. We'll just rub some of it off. We did put four thick old coats of, yeah. We'll worry about this offline. This one at least. Let's see, because I have more, huh? Hey, the ones I gave you, yeah, these the ones you gave me. Don't give me no more. I'm good. I feel like I have been punched in the face. Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, just I know the doctor told you one thing, but I probably would continue to the every 4 hours. Try not to talk a lot. Try not to get stressed with the kiddos, and hopefully to get better. Usually, those things tend to work themselves out if you follow the instructions of the doctor. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, and the reason why I asked about paper is because y'all know that I'm a paper crafter, and I found some paper at a. I when I go to the flea market, I always tend to find the good paper for cheap. Like I had found this thick cardstock that we get ready to use for like I asked men how so I watched American Pickers. I'm not sure if y'all ever watched American Pickers, but I watched it. Listen to this. This is the kind of paper that you make cards on out of, but we're gonna stamp on it today. I think. Let's see. No, we're gonna use this little stuff right here. We'll stamp on this one. Anyway, what about milk bottles? I have several milk bottles too. Oh no, I have to see the size first. So we're gonna use this, and we're gonna cut this up real quick. Um, so I've seen American Pickers. I know you're not supposed to show your hand to the man right away. You let them pretend like you don't know what you're talking about. I always say, like, if I'm interested in this, right, and don't have a price, well, how much is that plastic tube with all that decorative stuff in it, right? And if it's a man that don't know crafting or a lady that don't know crafting, they be like, "Oh, that is $7." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'll just if it's worth $7, I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And it's like, "But for you, I'll give it to you for 4." I like, "I'll take it." It was blurry. I'll show you again. Hold on. So we're gonna cut these down to card size, A2 size cards, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's blurry because this white is the camera's trying to bounce out the white. I have to go. I'll rewatch wrestling. All right. Have a good day. Have a great rest of your day, Deb. I hope you feel better. It's this right here, Chris. This tape, just some washi tape. All right. So we got this. You don't want to. And then we're gonna use some stickers, y'all, to make a card or two. We're gonna use them stickers. So pull out your stickers if you have stickers. When we get to that part of the trip, and we're gonna work on that. Okay. Okay. So this, what I want to do just. Uh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Are these photopolymer? I'm gonna have to sniff them. I know that we shouldn't sniff products. The camera get unblurred in a few seconds. It's this. It's trying to balance out the color balance, and I keep probably moving a little bit too fast. I probably need to update the something or another. Let's see. Yeah, this is photopolymer. Ugh. So this one says thinking of you, although it's not in cursive. You see, that's how they mislead us. I swear. And here we go. Y'all know we like to do a good background stamping. Make some background cards. Because sometimes you don't want to buy a bunch of paper. All right, so made a mess already. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? We got boo-boos all over the place. That's okay, we'll fix it, hopefully. I did get to drink some apple sauce. Nice. I'm glad you was able to drink something. Yeah, I was asleep when you sent me that message. I've been going to sleep fairly early. I was on the internet and then it was like, nope, not now. I had told Peach, I was like, I'll be here until the internet says nope. About 10 minutes later, nope. All right, so I think we're gonna try this side first, and we're gonna use, you guessed it, some Versafine, because Versafine is my friend. I want to try this color, this warm breeze. So that's another thing that I think I'm gonna buy from Prime if they have it, is some Versafine ink. But I want it for, I want it for the Lolo. Probably won't get it for the Lolo. Let's just go with gray. She said, I did get to drink some applesauce. It'll be better today, later on, later, because your hunger is gonna overweigh the pain, probably. What y'all think? I think I wanted it to be yellow, but never mind. Let's do this Versafine. I don't know who thought of photopolymer, and if it was one of your friends, okay. I was so mad. I tried to eat a fudge sickle 2 different times, but it. No, you're not. What? You need to stop that. Look at that, y'all. Purdy, 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 purdy. Now, this is why I always say, if you wanted to, you can do a whole sheet of paper and then cut it down. The fudge popsicles. I would say stay away from that and use clear liquid. I would I would probably be like some salt broth, a saltier broth, because salt will help with the swelling, right? But I don't know what the doctor told you. He could have been like, no salt. I remember when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, they were like, no, this, that, and that. But they said I could have mashed potatoes, so that's what I ate for like a day and a half. And plus, being from the South, mashed potatoes is like rice. Nope, can't get it. You can't get what in your mouth? The popsicle. Samara and Heather, guess what I don't have to do today? Fussy cut. You know why? Because this came with a little die. It sure did. It sure did. We're going to try one right here as well. Yeah, no F word for me. No fun either. I actually have adulting to do, but I chose to be with y'all. So I'm going to double pay for it. But I don't know if I told y'all this or not. My foot has been hurting real bad. To walk on it, like the way I have it bent under like this and it hurts. It still hurt. But this is crazy. This is madness right here. This is pure madness. I don't know what I was thinking. Why would y'all let me even make a card like this? Like, this is a lot of coloring that we are not about to do, just so y'all know. So Heather, what's gonna be your first video when you get back? Are you back yet? Yes, the popsicle, the tooth was the very last one on the bottom of the jaw. Yeah, I think that you probably should just drink liquids for now. So I'm gonna let this dry, even though I don't think we need to. And I'm gonna pull out some yellow markers. Darling, some yellow markers, different colors of yellow. All right. So we're going to do a little scribble test. Yellow. hmm I might do three on the third. I'm staying to figure out how to do it while I'm in my camper. Oh, you trying to figure out? Well, y- are you not able to? These look the same, don't they? Are you not able to craft yet? I know your fingers are like this, just itching to get back into your crafting. Do you have a? I'm being nosy. I apologize ahead of time. Are you going to have a craft space, or are you going to still craft in your dining facility? We're just going to color the dots on the inside, just so you know. Kind is cramped. We don't move into our new home. Sorry to hear that. Okay. So, Chris, with the food situation, I would. So for me, they say don't suck because you get dry socket. It sounds like they probably told you something similar, maybe. And I don't recommend you disobeying what the doctor's ordered, but I would try and drink some soup as best as possible. But it's hard to eat that kind of stuff. That's why I wish they gave like some type of tab to help you um eat better. Not a tab, something that keeps you not as hungry. A lot of times when I have those kind of pains and I'm hurting, I just try to make myself sleep as best as possible. This side is barren, so I think what we're going to do is turn the card this way, and I think we're going to put a few butterflies on this thing. We got these two little butterflies, and we had this die cut. Good morning, Chocolate City Sim. How you doing today? Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to die cut either today. Mm-mm-mm. So I might have to be fussy cut, and we'll see. But I think that we probably have enough supply of nonsense that we don't need to do any of that. All right, so we're going to put this to the side. Yes, this is very different. Yeah, not really, huh? All right, we need this. Let's wipe this off. Let's wipe this off, darling. I had went to the Dollar Tree yesterday. I had went to get something very specific. I only bought those things, but I hadn't been to the Dollar Tree in a minute. When I say a minute, it's been a minute. So I walked around and I just looked at all the cool things. And Dollar Tree really trying to get your coin. Dollar Tree is like, we need all of your money and we need it now. Don't pretend like you don't know because we know that you do know. I'm gonna put hello friend backwards. No straws for a week. They did say avoid extreme heat. Mashed potatoes is one of the things I'm supposed to. Yeah, mashed potatoes. When I was in Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia, I went. I went on a date that night, but uh, mashed potatoes from KFC is what I got. Come on, thing. This is crooked. who is this person right now for real? I'm gonna leave it alone because I can feel myself getting angry at myself, and we don't need that. All right, so we're gonna stamp this baby out. You want what? Some KF, some churches mashed potatoes? Is your queen not home? If not, let me know and I can. I'm not gonna get the one from the corner, but I can go to the other one on. Is it on Petrenko and get you some? Well, they not open. Well, I don't know. Do they open this time? But you gotta let me know ahead of time because we actually have plans today. So I need to know. Like, just if he's not home, let me know. All right. So this one came out better than that one, and that Hello Friend don't look too bad. No, you said KFC mesh. Oh, KFC. Okay, yeah. Well, that's on the. It's on the street, so that's good. Just let me know. I'm so mad KFC don't have their $5 fill up anymore. I don't even think they call it the fill up anymore because that was so good. The queen isn't there. Okay. Yeah. Well, when I finish this, I can talk to the queen and see because we have a few things we got to get, like has to get done today. Have to get done unless your queen is coming home soon. All right. Perfect. Yep. Perfect. All right. Put this to the side now. I got some Tim Holtz butterflies, but I think I want to try a different butterfly. If not, we're going to be using this Tim Holtz thing right here. So I have been quote unquote organizing my craft stuff, right? And I have come to the realization that y'all friend like butterflies a lot. Like I like butterflies. And I'm okay with that. Oh, I didn't see the message, Chris, if you wrote me something. You retracted it, of course, so I don't know. All right, so now we're gonna ink up our edges. We need some jello. Jello, jello, jello. Wouldn't this be cool if this was in yellow? It is not. It is in purple, orange, and green, I believe. But we do have this. All right. So let's go ahead and no card base because who am I if I came fully prepared? I would not be Brandon. I would have. Nope. Thanks. No rush. I don't know when he's going, what he's doing, honestly. Listen, without disclosing who I am or what I used to be, do I need to? Never mind. That's all I'm gonna say. Do I need to call somebody? Y'all know what? I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened, but I'm gonna tell you something that happened. Chris needed something, and Chris told me about this. Right? I'm just looking for the stickers. I have some butterfly stickers over here. And she caught just a small glimpse of who I used to be. That was funny. That was very funny that day. Very funny. Probably not for her because she was on the receiving end. But after the fact, I think she laughed about it. I'm gonna check this other spot. So, any of y'all have a Rascog? Rascog? Give me 1 second. I need to go on mute real quick. Wait, what did I do to you the other day? This was a couple of months ago. The kids were still in school and we couldn't, the whole desk situation. uh I do like frogs, but I like frogs for a different reason than I like butterflies. I like butterflies and frogs equally. Uh hey, can I drop off XYZ? It will be a real quick drop off. No, 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 no. Wait, no. What? It's gonna be small. I'm just gonna get the. Wait, no, I'm talking about what? All right, so I think we need to cut this down some. The and I have paper. Y'all, I actually kind of came prepared today. Don't tell anybody, but your girl came prepared today. Kinda. I even have some card bases, kinda. But I like them to be colorful and bright, not just, ooh, this would work. Look at this. I got this from the thrift store. Yeah, we're gonna use this side though. Let's go ahead and burnish this down. Yeah, the desk thing. The desk thing. It was not epic. All right. All right, so we're gonna trim the edge off of this a little bit. I think we're gonna cut this off so it's not so apparent that I started in the wrong spot. I always do that, don't I? Like I always start in one spot and I end up not really caring about that spot like that. And I always end up chopping it off. Again, that's probably why you should use the whole thing versus one side. Oh my goodness. So I am a left-handed crafter. Yeah, y'all know that. But I'm right hand dominant. And my right shoulder has been hurting a lot. I have a appointment to get an MRI on it. I have a consult in to get an MRI. They're just waiting to call me. It's so annoying the way my medicine, the way my insurance is set up. But I keep doing right-handed stuff. I don't know why. All right, so I'm covering up this side. Yes. And this side will be exposed, darling. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and glue this down after we ink the edges up. We're gonna color the edges, not ink the edges up, because I can't find my yellow situation. You dropping off. It was not that big of a box. So we're just gonna ink this up like that. And you can see it's transferring on here. So if you don't always have the color that you're looking for and you have markers, just do it gently. Because if not, you'll have a streak like that. You'll have a streak going across your paper that you have to figure out how to color or cover up. So it's a good thing it happened because we was talking about it, right? We manifested that boo-boo, didn't we not? All right. Now we're going to take this. Do we want to do any other? We don't. I don't think we want to color anything else. Did the flower pots arrive? That's the real question. Did you get the flower pots? And we're gonna use some glue. If you got the flower pots, I don't know what the commotion is. I really don't. You lucky I even told you I was stopping by your house in the first place. I start to do a for real drive by, just drive by and drop it off. Be like, hey, look on your porch, but I didn't. So now, all right, we're gonna cover this up right here on this line, just like that, and we're gonna burnish it down. You're welcome. You see, you do nice stuff for people, and they just You can't. Some people don't like. Some people, Samara, don't like people doing nice things for them. You know that, Samara. Some people are like, "Why'd you do this kind gesture for me?" You know that, Samara. I do something nice for her, and she complaining. All right, so that's cute. That's cutie the cute. Let's see if we can't not jack this up. I'm just telling you how people work. You're like, why did you do this for me? You serious? All right. I'm gonna put this little ladybug. Oh, wouldn't this be cool? We could put a few. Oh, yes. I think it's gonna be cool. I think that people are so used to doing kind stuff for other people, Samara, uh, that they're not used to being on the receiving end of kindness, and it hurts them. I'm saying that Jessica will be repaired. Duh. I don't know how because every time we see each other, you're giving me something. So I mean, not that I'm the kind of person that keeps points and scores, but if I were, I would say I'm slacking in that department. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people are so independent, so this, so that they are just hard at receiving kindness. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jack up this stamp a slight amount. And by a slight amount, I mean we're gonna take this, ink it up a few times, drop it around here, do it one more time. And I'm priming the stamp. A lot of people take their photopolymers and they do a little bit of fingernail polish, not polish, filer. I think that damages the stamp. If you're gonna do that, you should never bought the stamp, in my opinion. No one asked me, but that's my opinion. All right. So I feel like we're gonna do it another time. It's de-sticky. De-sticky. Is de-sticky a word? We're gonna do it 4 times because you know what? 4 time is always a good number to try. And now we're gonna use this ink. It's called Candy Apple. Now I cannot for the life of me find my archival ink in distress colors. I don't know what your friend did with them. I'm trying to put all my inks in the same spot. I have some of my craft stuff boxed up because it was just getting a little bit too overwhelming. And I don't label a box properly. Nah, that's your buddy, I'm saying. What? What's my buddy? So we're gonna go ahead and ink this up and we're gonna see if it works. It does. Let's do this. Oh wait, hold on. Is it black with red spots or red with black spots? Hmm. Now we gotta check this out. So if we take this, crap. Not me forgetting how a ladybug look, y'all. Hmm. I am worried now. Let's see. Open ground. Oh, did you? How did that go? Gotta go. Thank you so much, Bex. Have a great rest of your day. I really enjoyed you, and I'm a smidget curious about uh, when you come back. You will remember then. What? Open grounded, you will remember then. Open grounded. Open grounded. You will remember then. Girl, Imma need a little bit on the riddle. I don't wanna open ground it. I got it. I don't get I figured that out. Imma just use my cell phone, okay? Uh, how do ladybugs look? Picture of ladybug.
According to Birds and Blooms, for some, a ladybug sighting foreshadows a bout of good luck. They're also linked to fertility and rebirth. Another possible ladybug meaning is that one's family will soon expand. In the same way, ladybugs are tied to love, either in a current relationship or in one about to begin.
So it's red with black. Red with black. Okay, let's do this. That ladybug beating us up. I blame Fairy for that. I really do. Ladybugs don't normally attack, right? All right, y'all. So I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous, but we're gonna go for it. Don't look too bad, I guess. I should have did this before I glued the thing on, but it's all good. And maybe one right there. Because you don't want to overwhelm well, I don't want to overwhelm it. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but I thought that was cute. Let's do one more right here. There we go. And you see how we took, even though it's photopolymer and it's not as sticky as it was, photopolymer for me used to be a pita, right? I did not like it at all. But thanks to VersaFine, it's made it a lot less traumatizing. So we're gonna put this right here. Oh, that's why I took the ladybug out in the first freaking place. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I was asking y'all, did y'all have who has a rascog cart or a little crafting cart? Because I'm thinking about organizing mine and actually putting it by my desk to use. I thought you were saying that you open grounded, like you open grounded after a while of not playing it. I don't know what I was hearing. Yeah, that's cute. Cutie cute cute. Let's do that. All right. I didn't feel like pulling out my die cutting machine. That's why we don't have die cut flour. Put this to the side. Now, these came from Hubilebe. I do listen. I rarely recommend spending your hard-earned cash on such foolishness like craft supplies. But this this right here, it's 40% off now. It's no longer 50. It's 40 whenever they have them on sale. I do recommend getting it because you get 100 pieces. Now, it's not Tim Holtz, but it's close enough. So this, you get 100 pieces of this, and you can use this card. Like you can cut this off, and you can do some tags or something, or you can spend the money on the Tim Holtz and get these. I do think this is a prettier color, and it's not as distressed. But um, you get 134 pieces of this, and then you think about it. Some of them are little tags and things like that. Whereas this is all floral, right? All floral. So you do the math. You decide if you want to get both, like I did, then do it. But when I find a good deal, I do purchase this. And also, if you have a hand for fussy cutting, you can go online and find these from the New York Public Library or I think it's New York Public Library .org or nypl.org, and you can go into they have a website that you can go in and find images, and you can copy them for free and put them on there. That's how a lot of people sell their images. They go there, find them and they make them. They can add more to it or whatever to sell them if you're into that kind of thing. You can just go on Pinterest and find some for a couple bucks, cut it out. This is easy, cheaper sometimes, or you can go and do it the other way. So we don't want this big. I need two, so we're gonna use this little blue guy right here because it's blue. Hello, I like blue. And maybe we can do three. We have to do three small ones though. We're gonna go ahead and check into this. And you get two of each. So you get 50 basically, 50 colors. I need to see what you're doing with the jars. I need to see what you're doing with the jars. Listen, Linda. So I was on Reddit. Y'all read Reddit? I wasn't a big Reddit reader until one of my friends was like, "You gotta read Reddit." Some junk on there, something silly. She reads some silly stuff on Reddit. It's like coffee jokes or something like that. Something weird. Anyway, so now we're looking for another butterfly. You can also, well, back in the day, you can get these for $1 from the Dollar Tree. And it's 30 something in there. Still a decent price for the size. Um, but nonetheless, I like ephemera. I don't like to make ephemera because I'm not really good at it, but I like to do it. We're going to be doing, oh, right there. Let's see if we can't find just one other color butterfly and then we can pick. Oh, my arm. Goodness gracious. We can choose. We don't want any little birdies. And I don't know. Is this a butterfly or a moth? I feel like that's a moth, but what I know. It's some pretty moths out there that you think is a butterfly, but they're not. Because, you think moths are kind of ugly, but they're not all ugly. Some of them are really beautiful moths. 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 Um, you might be getting these jars back in another box. Keep it up, Chris. All right, so apparently we've used those already because we only got four and it says two of each design. So, okay, let's move on. I have been condensing my stuff, but the Tim Holtz stuff I'm trying to keep separated. I've been trying to go on Pinterest and look up Tim Holtz products that have been used. Some of that stuff is hard to find. It's like someone has archived the old crap. Some of the older stuff, not all of it. Some of the older stuff. I do like this blue. Ooh. These are thinner than this also. These right here are thick. Girl. You know when people tell you no, right? Oh, that's all I'm gonna say. I like this one too. Let's pull out this guy. See, this is thinner, smaller. You can't even tell though, can you? Yep, no, I know, I know. We're gonna put this right here over this little spot. Hello, friend. And now the one thing that I tell y'all, I like to put my butterflies in flight. We won't be doing that today though. I need this blue butterfly. I need the colors to pop. I feel like this is a popping color. Actually, you know what? That's all we're gonna do. We didn't pull the all that, but this is it for this card. Okay, we're gonna use these little foam dots because why not? Right here. Just gonna press this down a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I do like to put my butterflies in motion though, so we won't be doing that today. I hate that my fingers are like this. Cause I'll get up and go and do some other stuff and go to the store. Like I'll go and wash my hands but not scrub them and go to the store. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Uh-oh. I feel like you about to tell me about some messages on Class Dojo for some reason. I don't know. I hope not. Oh, I sent you a text message. You could just always send it to me in text. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull this off. Next week, I don't know what Tuesday is, but my internet is supposed to be getting fixed tomorrow. I'm slightly nervous that the man is going to be like, well, Miss Crafter, it's going to take 3 days to fix this problem. And I'm going to freak my freak, y'all. I'm going to freak my actual freak Um, I'm only putting one butterfly on here. Although I need to cover up this little yellow stain, because I feel like this butterfly is flying to tell your friend hello. All right. Um, how do we fix this? How do we fix that? We don't. We could cover this mug up though, right? We could have put this down here, but no, no, no. All right, let's go ahead and put that to the side. Y'all have a little trash can by y'all desk when y'all craft? I keep moving my trash can, and I am getting tired of cleaning up my mess. Tell you that right now. I'm tired of cleaning up the mess that I know I'm making. I should just put it in the trash can. I had bought these little cups from was it IKEA? That I was gonna yes, like a little tray I want to fancy it up, right? And by fancy I was gonna tape it or glue it to the side of the table. And I haven't did that yet. Let's go ahead and put Mr. Holtz back where he belongs. So y'all heard that stick? That's how you know it's photopolymer. If it was acrylic, wouldn't have stuck. It would be real pliable and wobbly. But I need to check the calendar for next week because I am going to attempt to do some not back to school stuff because I am not about to drive myself bananas trying to do that. Because school starts next month. Thank you. Thank you, schools. I love the school system. Like 10 months out of the year is probably not enough time to send these kids to school. What, 100 plus days, 200 days? That's how many days these kids go to school, not counting the weekends. I wonder if my mom felt the same way when school started. I didn't drive her as crazy as my guy drives me, though. So I don't know. All right, let's see if these. Oh, my bad. Perfect. Let's just do it. Let's pretend like we knew this was going to happen. We got these gel pens. We just going to do a few. Yes. One petal, one petal. All right, let's see. Can we see the shimmer? You see it? You see that shimmer? No, we need to do more. More. I said more. Whenever my mind is like running through different things, tell me why I think of. Don't laugh. I shouldn't tell y'all because got a feeling you're going to laugh. Shakespeare. Hamlet, when the lady's washing her like these spots is what got me going crazy. You know, in the play, she's trying to get the blood out, metaphorically speaking, she's trying to get the blood out, but she's like out spot. That's what I think about. Never mind. I think it's Hamlet because she has blood on her hands or whatever. I want to say it's Hamlet. I'm gonna look that up right quick. What Shakespeare play? What Shakespeare play does she say outspot?
According to
Macbeth.
Dictionary.com, a sentence from the play Macbeth by William Shakespeare, spoken by Lady Macbeth, the wife of the title character.
Macbeth. Okay. Macbeth. It's not Hamlet, it's Macbeth. I think is Hamlet the one with Romeo and Juliet in it? Or is it just called Romeo and I don't know. Anyway, Macbeth when the lady Chris is crazy. She got me choking over here. Okay, so we missed this one and this one. I was supposed to do this before I put the oh it was too. Nice. Nope, still not putting them in motion. Look at that. Now look. Nice. Hamlet separate from Romeo and Juliet. Yes, which I was trying to remember which was Macbeth with the outspot. She don't say it like that, but she said, what is Hamlet then? Is that when he talking to the head, the skull? I don't know. That was rough for me in high school. We did that. All right, let's see if these things still sticky. Ugh, it is a little bit sticky right here. All right, let me show y'all a card just one more time. Hello, friend. You see, background, nice. I'm gonna pull out that die cutting machine though and stamp them suckers out. Suckers. I said suckers, Chris. All right. So it's a little rough right here. That's okay. Now, if we were real fancy, we would have put a coat on it and waited till it was fully dry. But sometimes we don't be fancy like that. And then if you want to, you can take a sander, a little sand, and sand it down just a little bit because you see right here, this is gonna bug me. But this will be our test run. And if it's not the greatest, I'll take it all off and we'll redo it again. Now I got these from somebody, Walmart, I believe. I think these were the ones that's 20, it's 25 in a pack. And you get these. I know it says Royal so and so. And I don't know if Walmart did they start selling Royal Lang nickel? I want to say that's where I got it from. I'm not sure. All right, so you're gonna need some Mod Podge, and I was gonna say, do not tell me I took the Mod Podge off the desk. Ugh, might as well have. It's full. All right. Do 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 do. All right, so we got our little glasses. We got our little piece, just like this, darling, like candy, like that. Now, the only bad part about this, y'all, is that you're gonna. I recommend you getting some Saran wrap. I didn't bring any Saran wrap to the desk because I was planning on ironing on the napkin. That's why we have the this thing right here. So this is gonna be a rough one, and even though we got these spots, that's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. All right. So now I'm just gonna put this one to the side. Take some glue. Get it nice and tacky on your finger. Pull this apart like that. Now we can see if you have any more. Nope. Same thing. Another drop. Get it tacking. Pull it apart. Ooh. See? You got to be careful with those more expensive napkins because it did have another ply on there. So we want to pull that baby off as well. Because what will happen is we'll apply this on here, and you know what? It'll come off. That happened to me. It sure did. Sometimes you speak from experience, that place of pain. When it comes to crafting, at least. All right, now we got all this off. We're gonna put this right here, and we're just gonna see. All right, Chrissy, I want to see what you're gonna do with these jars. Well, you about to see, baby. You about to see. All right, now I'm gonna take some glue. Now there is several methods of getting wasting this Mod Podge. I'm gonna use these little cups. I got these from the dollar somebody. And what are they? Mouthwash cups. Again, when I buy craft stuff, I buy craft stuff. I don't look at what it is, but I was like, ooh, that would be good for this. Now I want to clean this edge up because I don't like when I'm trying to open up my jars and I can't because, I need to figure out what I think Hamlet is when the man's talking to the skull. Macbeth is the traitorous, and Julie Romeo and Juliet is the love story of some kids that don't pay attention to what their parents done told 'em. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of glue. Yes, right here. Because now we're attempting to place this thing on here. And I think we're gonna do it this way. Yes. Or not. Put a little bit more glue. Don't be cheap like I was just then. Don't be cheap. Just a nice even spread of glue. Nice even spread of glue. Work faster. Nice. I'm just gonna pat it down because like I said earlier, I don't have my uh words. What is that? Hmm. I can't remember the word, but when I think of the word, I'll say it. I'll blurt it out. Hopefully, it's not in my sleep. Uh, saran wrap, cling wrap, whatever we call it. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply all of this glue around the edge and slightly with my hand. Put that on here. You see this little line right here? If you want to or wanted to, you could iron the napkins prior to, but today is a test run, I suppose. And now I'm going to go ahead. I've gotten all of the napkin that I want down, and now I'm going to apply glue on the outside because we need to tear this part off. So I'm just going to take my water pen again. I don't know where I got this from. Maybe Dollar Tree. I don't know, but they sell them at the Dollar Tree. Cause I had to skim the message that you sent me, but honey, that is why I don't subscribe to the Crazy Moms Club right there. Hamlet, let's see. Hamlet equals revenge. Hamlet's ghost. King Dad tells him to kill the new king, which is his uncle. Lord have mercy. Okay, thank you. Did I not read Hamlet? I had to, right? That's one of them requirements. You gotta read Macbeth, William Shakespeare before you can graduate from high school. Probably from high school. Now I do remember Beowulf. I like Beowulf a lot. And I was excited when they had the movie, and then I was watching some previews. I was like, "Oh, this is not what I read, darling. I'm not watching this crap." Okay, so right here we're just gonna take this and brush it underneath, and then take this right here and do the same. And now we can let this dry. We're not finished, but we can let this dry, and then you can go back on with another coat to seal it all the way in. Because maybe we missed a spot, right? Even though I'm trying to get it nice and even. Maybe we missed. Oh, see, you can't be rough, Ron. Around here, don't be rough. Be nice and gentle, cause that'll happen. Y'all see right here. But the Crazy Moms Club entertaining. And it's very entertaining. I don't know. School out. Is school not out? Are we expecting for these people to be at school? Is my question. Maybe. I don't know. So I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing now. I recommend doing this ahead of time uh, because the napkin is way more fragile than it was at the beginning. But I need to tear some off again. Y'all ever go somewhere with your significant other and you know they hate it, but you drag them anyway? So where we live, they have this bougie version of the Dollar General called Pop Chef. I like it. Um, oh, Bex is gone, but she can go there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Chris got me freaking cracking up all the time, Heather. So we had went to Pop Shelf one day, and you could see the pain on this man's face. He was just like, I cannot believe this fool, me, right? Got me up in this store. And I was like, you like this, babe? Look at this. Isn't this pretty? He's like, mm-hmm. Don't you already have a spoon? Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't you already have that? Then we got to the candy because he a junk food junkie, right? He a candy monster. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna get some of this and this and this." I was like, "Oh no, no, don't you already got some of that?" But I was just like, "You like this? You like this?" Because when we were friends before we started having a real relationship, we had a friendship that was first, right? Uh, we hung out all the time, but now he like, I don't want to go nowhere with your butt, because he knows that. Okay, so we go ahead and put some glue right all the time. But I do prefer shopping in peace, so I try not to take his behind. My son, on the other hand, the little roommate, that's my homeboy. Until he start begging for a whole bunch of crap in front of people. And I don't know why kids try to do that. I'm not sure if y'all kids do that or have done that in the past. Attempt to embarrass you. And I'm like, I don't know who you think. I don't care about these. This is me telling him, I don't care about these people. You're not getting it. And they can't make me get this for you. And some lady, it's always a lady, usually somebody's mama or grandma that probably never gave them they kids jack diddly squat. It's like, oh, I bought you this bag of toys, or look at this. Here's some money. I'm like, please, you're the problem. You are the freaking problem. Have a good day, Samara. Enjoy your day, ma'am, your week. All righty. We're gonna go here. Oh, yep, right here. Just a little bit more. Yep. Miss Chris know about that. Because yesterday he was like, just drop me off at Miss Chris's house. I said, and do what? She got her own that she don't want to be dealing with like that. So this is what I did with it, Chris. Once it dries, I'll send you a picture, but it's gonna dry clear, right? Uh no, you cannot have my child. Uh and this is how it's gonna look. You can put a little candle inside, light it up, and you know, for those people that like to do that kind of stuff, we're gonna go ahead and one coat it all the way around. And one coat is just one coat, right? I do have some string that I might dye or and tie at the top right around here to give it a little more quote unquote rustic look. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like this is wet right here. It is. Duh. All right. Any of y'all ever did this before? I don't think I have enough time. Let's see. Oh no. Um, the napkin is missing. The napkin has disappeared, darlings. All right. What I do with it? Mm, I sure the heck don't know. I wanted to try. Let's try to walk the Dollar Tree napkin. My mother-in-law made the girls a Santa cookie plate like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. I actually want to. I made these a while back. Some terracotta cups with the top on top. I haven't uh finished them yet though. All right, so we got. This is just two panels, and by two panels I mean we have one side, two sides. So what we're gonna do is just take these butterflies right on off of here. Y'all can't see a thing. They can't see, ma'am. Hello. Get your act together. This butterfly right here, we're going to take that. We might have to take all four. Maybe not. We'll see. And then on a larger scale, you see how we tied it right back into butterflies? Y'all see that? Because I had butterflies on the brain, just so y'all know. And we're just etching out this image. That's why I wish I had pulled out the antique colored paint versus the white, and then we could have put it on both. We'll revisit this project. The next time we do it though, we'll have all of the stuff cut out already. Kinda. Because sometimes people like to see that and then other people don't. They're like, I know how to do this. Let's move on to the project. Let me see the project. What's up with the project? And then other people like, oh, can you show me how you got that? So I tend to err on the side of let's just show everything. But I have, like I said, I've been going through a lot of my craft supplies and I really want to make some junk journals. I have so much supplies that I don't want to get rid of, but I need to justify keeping it, right? Like why am I letting it keep up space if I'm not gonna use them? So we got one. We're gonna go ahead and I think we're gonna do three. So let me go ahead. You could cut this out as well. The water just looks better, or the wet technique just looks a little bit better because it's not pristine, right? It's not a pristine cut. Yeah. Actually, the little roommate and I are supposed to be doing some Perla Bee projects. So at the beginning of the summer, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be that crafty person. I'm gonna send the girls a text, y'all, right? Not the little kids, but the girls, as in the moms. I'm gonna send the mom a text. I'm like, hey, can you meet at the library? Bring an open mind and this. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And so I had got some stuff together and my air conditioning went out. And my open mindedness went out the window. I was like, I got all this crap I need to get done and take care of and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're gonna go ahead and oh, it's only three. So it's one panel that repeats. Okay, I see what they did. Gotta love a Dollar Tree napkin. Some of the Dollar Tree napkins are beautiful, and then some of them cheat you, like this one does. It's still a beautiful napkin. Like this would go good. This no, this would go good on a larger scale. Excuse me. I got stuff I gotta do. Well, we will be at the one place on Monday. We will be at the one place on Monday. Girl, you have to send me a message. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not available Monday, Thursday, and Friday until afternoon. So and usually Monday and Tuesday, the big roommate is off. I'm just cutting this butterfly with this little paintbrush. Okay. And now we have our four. The one thing I didn't want to do is stick my brush into the water, but keep that in mind. So we're gonna go ahead and take this aside. It's sticky. And let's see, do you have another side? No, one. Sometimes when they say two ply, they mean two ply. Two, three. All right. Now this is the cup I jacked up. You know what? I'm okay with that. I would probably sand it down, but um for what I'm about to do, we won't need it. I will do some stuff to it offline, probably later on in the next couple of days or next week at some point, and maybe we can come back. I'm gonna just take some rope, some some twine. I may dip it in color and match it up a little bit. We'll see. All right. So we got our one little butterfly. So we're gonna go right, raise all this up, right? Then brush this down like that. We're gonna turn our pot. Okay. When you think about glasses, you don't have as much real estate as you think you do. Anything that's a round surface, right? Because you got to make sure that your end is not your beginning and vice versa. But there we go. And you got that. And I'm gonna apply some. So now you see what I'm saying about the yellow. The yellow antique would have looked prettier, in my opinion, than this color does. But that's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not. And now we got one more piece. Cute little project. Thank you so much, Heather. Next week, I think we're going to be doing some jewelry. I think. I hope. Let's just put it like that. I hope. Oh, you got some beads for me? I need you to send me a picture of the beads, though, before you trick me into showing up somewhere and it's a box full of stuff. Because I know your payback. I know your kind. I used to be that kind of person. All right. So what we could have done is made this bigger and covered it all in, but we're not. I mean, we're not worried about that. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the paintbrush and I'm going to go in this motion and I'm going to do it gently over the images because remember, we don't have our cling wrap to make it smooth. And I don't want to brush a hole in it like I did the other project. I actually like both of them. I just wish this color wasn't white and or pink. I needed it to be more antique and I didn't do that. So that's my own fault. And this butterfly I probably could have put over a little bit more. But for not decoupaging this kind of project in a long time, I've only done these types of things. I did a fabric plate before. I think this is probably my first time doing a glass like this. So I think we did okay. I could have went back over it and painted it white, but I'm sealing it in now, so it's all good. So that is one project, and then this is two, and it's almost dry. And you can see, I think this looks a lot better, except for that one spot. This looks a lot better with the pink, and you can barely see any like boo boo. Not that it's boo boo, it's all perfect, right? Girl, you always in the right side of the line and be savage. So yeah, that is the project for today. I want to say thank you all so very, very much for hanging out with me. I have enjoyed it a lot. And I'll see y'all next Tuesday. And that's what I was tell you. I need to see if I have a project. I mean, a collab due next week. Because I feel like we're close to collab days. Yeah, next week I won't be here. It's a collab day. So I'll see you on the 25th. So I'll say thank y'all for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. You have a great weekend as well, and a week.